Everybody, thanks for joining me. My name is Chris, and for my video today we're going to be going back in time to the 1990s because I have a vintage Louis Vuitton bag to show you. Here it is. This is the Sac D'EPAULE in Épée Noire leather, and this bag dates from 1995. So yes, it is 23 years old, but I think it looks fantastic for its age, and no one would really ever know it unless they're really familiar with Louis Vuitton and know around what time or what year these bags were popular. So let me show it to you. It is a bucket bag, and the unique thing about this bag is that it has an octagonal base on the bottom. It is the épée leather on the bottom, but you can see that there are 8 sides here. Now you would think that this would maybe make it a little bit too geometric, but in actuality it really doesn't affect the way the sides of the bag come up, but it does help for the base on the bottom, keeping it nice and sturdy. So I do like that it does not sink on the bottom at all. So the bottom of the bag is 11.5 inches, and then the height of the bag is about 14 inches. I know it came in at least 2 sizes. I think there was a PM and an MM, something like that. This is probably the smaller of the 2 bags based on the measurements that I've seen online. It is definitely a shoulder bag, but it is also what I would consider a bucket bag because of the shape. So there's one closure on it. It opens and closes with this snapping belt. As you can see, there's this belt here that is embossed with the LV. It goes all around the bag. It goes through the straps that come down here. So there's like a little belt loop right there. And it goes around the bag, and it is sewn on here, so this belt cannot come off the bag. And then on the other side, of course, you have the other side of the snap. So all you need to do is snap it like this if you wanted to close it. It's not a magnetic snap, but it's really easy to do. You don't really have to fuss with it too much, and it comes down kind of at a little bit of an angle, which I always liked. And then the sides of the bag fold in on these 4 corners here to give it this sort of trapezoid. Is that the correct geometric term? I don't know. This is a trapezoid, but that is the shape that it gives the bag. So the strap itself is adjustable. There are 5 holes, which means they're about 1 inch apart, so you can adjust it up and down 4 inches. I have set it on the last hole, and I never really bother with the adjustment. That one works perfectly for me. I use it as a shoulder bag. That's what it's meant to be used as. Although I suppose if you wanted to, you could use it as a crossbody bag, but I'm not really a crossbody type of person, so I prefer to put it on my shoulder. And then when the top of the bag is right around my hip line here, or my rib line, I feel like I can get in the bag quite easily, open it up quite easily, and then put my hand right inside there. So this is the length that works fine for me. I'm 5'5", but I know that a lot of people feel differently about the different sizes of straps, so of course you can adjust it as you would like to. Now the strap is about 1.25 inches wide, and it is the black leather on both sides with the glazing on the ends and stitching. It goes all the way down to the bottom here on each side, as I mentioned, and it forms a little loop for the belt that comes through it and closes it. The inside of the bag, there is really nothing in it. It is absolutely a black hole. It has the black Alcantara suede lining. That's my stuffing in there. And that is about it. So I don't even know if it'll show, but you can see, if you look in there, it is just one big black hole. And there is not even a D-ring to hold on to the pochette. Oh wait, no there is, I'm sorry. Here's a strap with the D-ring on it, or a clip on it if you wanted to have a pochette. Now this bag, I bought it pre-owned. It did not come with the pochette. I don't know if it was something that was missing from the bag from the previous owner. Maybe they kept it. Maybe some bags came with it, some did not. I know from time to time they changed the configurations of what comes with the bag, so I'm really not sure. But that is the only thing that's inside the bag. There's no pockets, there's no clips of any kind other than that, and so again it's just a big empty hole. Now I feel that this is perfect for me. I love a roomy bag, kind of medium size, but just a big open space, and when I use this bag I pretty much just throw everything in it, and I can clasp it pretty easily, and I'd go. that's about all I can say about the inside of the bag. It is very, very roomy. It does narrow a little bit at the top, which might scare people because they might think that maybe it doesn't have enough room. But honestly, I feel like the cinching at the top here is really great for a bag that is going to flop over a little bit. I've had issues with other open bags in my car. When I drive, they tend to flop over and my things fall over all over the floor, which I can't stand. I would prefer a bag that closes pretty tightly. And this one, I've never had anything fall out of it because the closure is so nice and slim at the top. You can carry it around without the belt buckled. I've done that a lot too, just, you know, when I'm busy shopping and I need to get in and out of my purse for my keys or my wallet or whatever. A lot of times I will just leave it open, but it doesn't even look unsightly when you do it that way. And it's really a very functional bag for me. I was looking for a black bag one day last winter, like maybe in November, December, and I remembered this one. I was like, oh, I should use that. I haven't used that in a while, and I put it on, and I think I did not take it off until maybe March or April because I just loved it so much. It's so easy. You just throw it on your shoulder and go. Everything fits in it. You don't have to fuss with compartments and stuff like that, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of compartments. I do like pockets occasionally, but for this bag, it works for me. It goes with everything. I wore it to work. I wore it, you know, grocery shopping. You can wear it going out to dinner. It goes with jeans. It goes with dresses. It goes with just about everything. And I really did enjoy using it. I kind of put it aside in the summertime and started using some of my summer bags, and I put it back on my shelf. But I really got a lot of use out of it this year. And when I'm looking it over, I can see very little wear on it. It just, this epi leather just wears like iron. It's really hard to believe that it is 23 years old, but it is, and I've used it quite a bit. There is a little bit of peeling maybe down at the bottom here, but overall the seams look very, very good. And anytime I get those mysterious white marks that sometimes appear, like here's one right here on the leather, you can usually just take like a baby wipe or a face wipe and rub that off and it'll come right off. So it's a great bag. A lot of people don't really recognize it as a Louis Vuitton bag. There are people who obviously follow Louis Vuitton religiously and they know all of the different bags and leathers and everything, but other people maybe just recognize the monogram and that's about it. So this is one of those bags that kind of flies under the radar. Like I can wear it, I know it's a designer, it has a really cool look about it. It's, you know, still in style after 23 years, but at the same time it's not screaming logo, it's not screaming designer. And a lot of people have complimented me on it and said, oh, that's a really cool bag, but they never say, oh, that's a really cool Louis bag, because, you know, like I said, it just doesn't scream designer like that. And that is something that I do kind of like because, you know, depending on where you are, you don't always want to be showing off your designer bags. So anyway, I do love this bag, and I know they do sell them used or pre-owned, excuse me. I'm so used to saying used, but I know a lot of people love to say pre-owned or pre-loved, and it's probably such a nicer comment to say it that way. So anyway, they do sell them on Fashion File, they sell them on The RealReal, they come in a couple different colors, I've seen them in red. Oh, and I did talk about the hardware. This particular hardware is black. They do come in occasionally, there's silver I have seen, but mostly the black, and this is probably the most popular of all the epi leather colors. So that is it for my really cool vintage Louis Vuitton bag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I really, really do appreciate you watching, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. I have a lot more videos coming, and so I'll see you next time. Take care.